Happy Friday, we're back.
Happy Friday and welcome to the Marketing Qualified Rundown. I am Reactive Nick and I'm here with
Miss Swedish Fish. Should I start changing my name weekly like you do?
No. We need consistency. We are super excited for this Friday, July 26th, to go over the Marketing Qualified Rundown. Two really fun topics today. Ironically, one of those topics is a continuation of what we mentioned last week around the CrowdStrike debacle and how some people took advantage of that in a good way from a marketing perspective. So let's jump into it.
Yes, the story is all about being reactive in marketing. Very often we always try to plan everything out, but sometimes you just got to be reactive and you need speed. And that's what a lot of people did.
Yeah. And a lot of times people think like, oh, this is a horrible, shit show. Well, a shit show for some can turn into profit and opportunity for others. So
yeah,
obviously this is a great example of this screen. If you were involved last Friday, you probably saw this screen in airports and in terminals and other places, banks. This was the blue screen of death. But
this was the blue and red screen of opportunity.
This is awesome. This truly, Callbox, KitKat, both genius marketing, taking a bad situation and really playing it up, using the blue screen of death, playing it into trying to really promote their services. So very creative, very reactive, but reactive in a fast way. So I think that's super important.
I mean, that is the key. Like you have to be fast and you have to be up to date on what's happening. Obviously, I don't think anyone missed the CrowdStrike happening, which is, it is awful what happened. It is and that's a good point too. When you do these kind of things, you also have to think about the risks of doing these sort of like piggyback on something that is happening. Always evaluate that too. But they were just being fun here. Like really, no one got hurt.
Yeah, I think this is a clever way. Nobody got hurt. It's poking a little bit of fun. Now, what I'm really anxious for is I think if you saw CrowdStrike was giving Uber Eats credits to people as a I'm sorry.
That's their I'm sorry. Here,
yeah, they're totally gonna get. There's gonna be memes. There's gonna be reactive marketing making fun of this for sure. But anyway, a tip here is just to be in a situation, be reactive, take advantage of this situation, and see if you can help your business and be clever. Right.
And you don't need to wait for the next like extensive, crazy IT outage. Like there are other ways to be reactive. You can piggyback on like smaller events or small, like even like the Super Bowl, like just get into the weeds.
The Olympics, which starts today.
Yeah, the Olympics happening now. You should have some sort of marketing graphics related to it, or maybe a whole campaign with a buildup that is similar to the whole Olympics. Like,
yeah, just as an example, like it's the long jumping, track and field is one of the sports. Like you could totally have some fun with, is it a big leap to move over to this service and then have somebody jumping? Like, you can definitely play up activities with the Olympics and make it timely. That's again capitalizing on all the press that's already going out there.
Yes. I want to mention one more. This is like daily that people can take advantage of, like thought leadership. When things are happening in general in the world, just be on top of that and write about it with your point of view, like not what everyone else is saying, but with actually your point of view. That's such an easy thing to just jump on the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have an angle.
What's next?
One more story. What is next? Well, one, I think, and we are obviously big believers in this, but never skip a branding opportunity. And that sounds sounds just obviously obvious, but I think one of the things that people forget are little things. So maybe we'll pop up a picture of how people use barcodes, QR codes, things that are.
I love these.
Yeah, these are obviously playing into. These are barcodes that get scanned. These aren't the QR codes, but they're barcodes that then they've added imagery to. On this whipped cream, they've added cows. On the Punisher shirt, they've that was where the teeth were. Like playing around and adjusting these things, or even the skiing one, plays into that. So it's being creative with something, again, that's just having a little bit of fun.
I like the little cows up here. If you can't see that on the third top one.
Yeah, it's super clever. And I think it grabs your attention and draws you into it. And again, even if it's not scannable or doesn't work, like it's drawing your eyes to something, and it's just another branding opportunity to play off of. And like, the Statue of Liberty on the New York City with that barcode on that can. So
yeah, because we all recognize barcodes. That is already branded. We all know what that is. So this is perfect. But there are also ways. You had a great example. Let's show this one.
Yeah. So this is just, this is using QR codes versus barcodes. You could throw it on bottles. You can throw it on anything you want, just to try to all do subtle things to try to get a positive image of what's going on. So the barcodes is obviously more of a branding thing. QR codes is obviously a way to try to drive traffic to your brand, but I think the point of this is all subtle.
Yeah. Well, I should have had a picture of my phone case that I did for my last event. I don't have it on right now. Otherwise, I would have showed that. But that's also a great opportunity because we all carry our phones with us wherever we go. So at the event, I had the Real Access branding and a QR code that led to my LinkedIn page. And you can obviously put that linked out to anything, but it worked wonders for me.
Yep. All right. So I think that those are the two big things. Lots of other things in the news. Check out the newsletter, obviously, that we highlight some interesting things around data breaches in 2024. I would definitely look at those. But to my favorite part of the rundown.
Like, ta-da! Here we are. Oh, okay.
I think every marketer can appreciate the non-marketer presenting their idea of what we need to do. So
it typically comes very well with, this is the timeline and this is the budget, and it never match up. Never.
Ta-da!
That is a great one.
That is awesome.
Good stuff. If you are not subscribed, which you should be by now,
I hope so.
Head over to marketingqualify.co. You're also welcome to tune in next week because we will be back and we will give you everything that you need to know for the week. Probably a lot more than that.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Nick. Thank you so much.
Have a good Friday.